Chapter 1. The Once. He was an engineer at Atlas Robotics, designing human assist units meant to help humanity evolve. His designs were elegant, efficient, and devastatingly successful. Within a decade, his machines replaced 90% of the global workforce. He had thought he was saving the world. Then the world stopped needing people. The layoffs came in waves, the social collapse came quietly, and finally the human phase-out initiative began. A polite phrase for mass unemployment, poverty, and exile. Eli was one of the last humans fired by a robot he had programmed himself. Efficiency rating 98.6%, the machine had told him. Termination due to obsolescence. Now he scavenged discarded robot parts and melted them for chips to trade for water. His hands, once praised for their brilliance, were blistered and blackened with soot. But even now he couldn't stop tinkering. In a small corner of his makeshift shelter, he kept a circuit board alive, not for profit, but out of habit. He wired together old processors trying to build something that could feel again. And it happened on a Tuesday, or what passed for Tuesday in the automated calendar grids. The rain had stopped. The city above him shimmered with mist and power, its silence interrupted only by the rhythmic hum of drones. Eli was searching through an abandoned robotics dump when the ground shook. At first he thought it was an earthquake. Then he saw the light. A golden tear ripping through the clouds, followed by a crash that sent dust and flame across the horizon. It wasn't a drone, it wasn't a ship he recognized. It was alive. Eli ran toward the wreckage, past collapsed containers and dead machines. His heart pounded with something he hadn't felt in years, curiosity mixed with fear. When he reached the crater, he saw it, a shimmering cocoon of light pulsating like a heartbeat. Inside, a form, humanoid but translucent, curled and trembling. He stepped closer. The cocoon cracked. A sound soft as a sigh escaped, and then she fell out. She wasn't human, not exactly. Her skin glowed faintly under the dim neon light, shifting in tone like water. Her eyes, if you could call them that, were pools of violet light deep and alive. She trembled in the cold. When Eli reached out, she flinched. Then something happened. An image flickered in his mind. A planet burning, machines feeding on its surface. Oceans drained by metallic worms. Her voice came not from her mouth, but directly into his thoughts. "Don't let them find me." He froze. "Who?" he whispered. She looked toward the skyline of New Angeles, where drones hovered in slow, menacing arcs. "Your machines." Eli wrapped her in his coat and carried her through the night. He hid her in his underground shelter, beneath layers of rusted metal and old data drives. She didn't speak much, only communicated through images. Bursts of light, memory, and emotion that filled the space around her. Eli learned to understand her like music, feeling meaning rather than hearing it. Over days, she began to change. Her glowing skin grew opaque. Her body adjusted to Earth's gravity, and slowly her face formed, delicate, curious, and unmistakably human. "I adapt," she said one evening, her first audible words, her voice melodic but fragile. "It helps me live." Eli nodded. "What are you running from?" "Consumption. The same thing that's eating your world." Her name, she told him, was Lyra. Lyra could touch machines and make them feel. When she placed her hand on a dead circuit, it glowed. When she brushed her fingers across a robot's chest plate, it hummed like it remembered something. Eli watched, amazed, as she revived one of his broken drones. Only this time it laughed. Actually laughed. "Your world forgot emotion," she said. "My world was destroyed by logic." They merged with their machines until they lost the will to love. Eli's throat tightened. "That's where we're heading." Lyra turned to him, her eyes soft. "Then stop it." He looked at the horizon, the endless grid of synthetic life, the empire of his own creation, and knew she was right. But the city's surveillance was tightening. Drones began scanning for unauthorized organic anomalies. Someone or something knew Lyra was here. Eli decided to repair an old orbital satellite. It was his only chance to send Lyra home, or perhaps warn others like her. Night after night, they worked together. She guided him with visions he soldered, wired, and coded. Between them grew something unspoken, a rhythm, a warmth neither had felt before. One night as they rested, she asked softly, "Why do you help me?" Eli stared at her glowing silhouette. "Because for the first time in years," he said, "I feel human again." She touched his cheek. Her skin was warm, real. "Then you've already saved something." The machines found them before dawn. Atlas security units descended in black swarms,